morning, people! Welcome to the channel, my friends, and indeed, welcome to 2020. God, we're already a week deep in the new year, and I still haven't finished with the last one yet. So I reckon it's time for top 10s and such. Let's just get this wrapped up, yeah? So 2019 was a bit of a bumper year for this place. Like, I managed to snag quite a lot of things that I really wanted for the collection, tons of really good new stuff, and I also found myself buried in loads of really weird left field stuff that I never thought I'd get to see. So it's been such a mega year. I actually kind of struggled getting it down to 10. Probably gonna end up doing a lot of shout outs. Speaking of which, must say thanks once again to everybody who sent something in for Damn It Open. How do I deserve that? So as we always do, we're gonna cover all the Transformers that I got in the year in question, not just limited to stuff that came out in the year. So now that's all clear, let's get this over with. 10. Beast Wars second, a Galvatron. Oh baby, this is something I never thought I'd see in my life. This is like a mythical one. Like, it's one I've always heard rumblings of on the wiki and on the internet, and even from looking at pictures online, I could never really get a sense of what it was like or how it worked. Is it a repaint of something? Does it really exist? It's like sort of a cryptid. But it is a big, ridiculous, flesh-colored penis dragon. This is pretty much the only big Beast era guy I got this year, and I think it's my first ever Beast Wars second thing. But yes, I love him in exactly the same way I love RID Gigatron, and much like him, there's so much left to discover. I've only done like 2 of the modes. I think there's like 10. So yes, Beast Wars second Galvatron, top 10 material. 9. Siege Soundblaster. So I've not been quiet about the fact that I freaking love Siege. It has its flaws, there are things about it that bug me, but just the fact that there are really good, well-designed, decent G1 Transformers just everywhere now. Isn't that what you wanted? And yeah, Soundwave's alt mode is rubbish, but the robot mode is so good. So good. It just blows right through. And this pimpin'-ass black and red repaint is just so gnarly. This all feels very familiar, doesn't it? I got this guy like a month ago, and I showed him you then, so what are we doing now? I've never had a Sound Blaster before. I like him, he looks cool. That's kind of it. I'm trying not to flex, but it's BotCon Machine Wars Striker. I did have a few absolute blinders come in. The old PO box and the Machine Wars BotCon box set was unbelievable. It's just a really fun like mixture of niche eras, sort of 2010, 2012 molds in Machine Wars colors. That is so nerdy. And I have a known weakness for purple decos. Flipping Generations Warpath is so good. I can't believe it didn't get like 10 repaints. Striker is just too powerful. 7. So, been a good year for ironhides. I got the animated one, and Hot Soldier's Iron Tin, and New Age McCoy, who are all really good in really different ways. But it's gotta be Siege. It's a good quality, well-designed, interesting ironhide, which looks like him, works well, deluxe size, and widely available. And I don't like to be the guy going, finally, but finally. It does bug me a bit though that we had all these unique sort of Cybertronic modes, and we finally got a good Ironhide toy during that bit, and now we're just going straight back to direct Earth modes right after. I would have loved a little sort of deluxe class red cherry minivan, but I can't forget that in 2019 this guy made me really happy. 6. Studio Series Bumblebee Optimus Prime. Oh, bit of a predictable pick, innit? But sometimes you just gotta recognize quality is quality. I don't want to be repeating that tired ass line of, do you get it, Michael Bay? What's so hard about that, mate? But it is kinda true. This is the design that looked so dynamite on the screen, on the big screen, that made us all go a bit sort of wibbly and weak at the knees. This is the live action Optimus Prime of my dreams. It's so good. It's so good. It's a gorgeous thing, and I just can't fight it. Nor do I want to. This is my shit, and I don't care who knows. Oh, this is not relatable. This is Transformers Collectors Club Overrun and Run Amok, who I got pretty much by chance one night. These are one of these ones I've been dying to get just for the collection, so I can fill that little gap that was left ever since Infiltration. Because like Infiltration, I talk about this a lot, but it was one of the first things that I got into when I was coming into collecting, and Runabout and Runamuck were very prominent in it, and they just weren't available. I think it was 5 years before these even came out, and then another 6 or 7 years for me to actually get them. But what happened was, I've got a mate who works in a toy shop, and they just bought in this huge collection so they could sell it secondhand, and he goes, do you want to come over and help us identify some of these? We don't recognise them, and we're going to price them up. So we're going through this giant, like, bin of Transformers. Oh, this is Revenge of the Fallen Brawn. This is Reveal the Shield Rodimus. This is G Creations Ultra Maximus. There was one in there. What? And then these came out, and I'm like, this is all the money I have. They're the Generations Wheeljack mold, which is a bit sort of old hat now, but it's just so cool to have deluxe class figures of these characters. And like, they were in Infiltration. Oh, we've done that. But anyway, it feels good to have these. These were a thing that I wanted, that I now have got, and isn't that what collecting is?
A very warm welcome to all passengers aboard flight number 4.
Energon bulkhead. Yes, indeed. Representing the part of my brain that loves stupid, chunky fun. It's friggin' Energon bulkhead. He is a disaster. It's just such gleeful nonsense. It's like the purest, densest plastic you've ever seen. Gimmicks all over the shop. Missiles, spinny rotor thing, flipping backpack. It's like a self-contained playset. Mate, it's just pure, ridiculous joy. He's on this list, and Siege Jetfire isn't. I've gone mad with power!
Yeah, love that. Love your energy. Big wow here. If you could get that to me by, say, 3, then maybe we can mitigate some of this bloody arseache. Yeah. Ciao.
All right, we're pulling into the top 3, and out comes the G1. Shock. So yeah, picked up a few good, interesting early years toys this year. Like I got Grapple, Calcar, Megatron, and Slapdash. But it's gotta be Skids, man. He's so lush. Isn't he just perfect though? He's just so beautiful, man. He's got that Diaclone charm. Deep blue. I've sticking him up. Doesn't he look great? But Skids wasn't like an oblivious blindside surprise find like Slapdash was. Nor was he like a journey of discovery like Megatron was with the helmet thing and everything. I was always gonna get a Skids. He was always on the like maybe later pile, and this was just the year that I got him. It's just a dead simple, classically designed figure that has all the things I like. He's chunky and blue and shiny. It's beautiful. How much talking do you need? I mean, look at that. Four.
2. Oh. Yeah. 2.
Transformers animated Samurai Prowl. Oh man, I know I gushed about this at the time, and you've probably seen me do it, but it's just such a great example of a Transformer. It does all the things that makes Transformers good. Like the base figure of just Prowl is so interesting and cool. It's just fun and clever, and the alt mode rules. And like the upgrade armor sort of expands upon it in a way that's well implemented and in character. It's even one of those ones that I missed at the time and kind of regretted, so getting it now feels better. At the time I was in that mindset of, oh, I've already got Prowl though, why would I want a better version? Animated never dies.
1.
And finally, an extraordinarily late entry, which I'm sure you knew was going to end up on here. It's Masterpiece MP36 Plus Megatron. Oh god, he's so perfect. Look at this. Look. The Majesty. So yes, he's here to represent the high-end luxury side of the hobby, and more importantly, the generosity that you guys have shown me. Somebody sent me this. Can you believe this? I owe literally everything to you. All the success I've had, it's completely because of you, sorry. It's distractingly beautiful, I can't help it. Oh god, I daren't transform it. Whoa. I just know I'm gonna ruin it if I try and transform him. I'm gonna scuff up all the chrome, snap a bit off. It's gonna be a nightmare. So I'm keeping him in this mode for the time being, just clean and crisp and shiny and pristine and looking lush. I'm gonna move this light. There it goes. I just wanted to have a moment on the channel where he's pristine, unboxed, and not ruined yet. But yeah, I got him like right at the end of the year, so maybe it's recent bias, but I don't think it is. He's just beautiful. He's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Still very much in the process of discovering this thing. He's got even more joints than I realized. He's got ankle tilts. Have I fawned enough now? Do you get it? It's nice. Okay, finally, we put 2019 to bed. We can put it behind us. So as we roll into 2020, I just want to say thank you again to everyone who supports me. Been saying it a lot, but I've been feeling it a lot, you know? So I'm gonna do my damnedest to make you proud in the coming year. I'm gonna work my boner off. Fingers. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone. Forget it. That's staying in. And we're gonna bury all the terrifying realities of the world in cheerful robot content. So until next time, if you don't mind, keep it real. Random patron shout-out. Has there been enough thanking in this video? Probably not. Regardless, huge thanks to Tim Burnell for supporting me in all the things I do, and a happy new year to you.
Be sure to subscribe for more Thew's awesome Transformers reviews. Limited appeal, keeping it real.